All right, party people. This your man Grill. Quick question. What is the worst part about eating Chick-fil-A fries? The worst part. To me, it's when you get the fries and you're eating them, whether 2 at a time or 1 at a time, or however, and then you grab 1 or 2 and they ain't got no salt on them. It just throws the whole vibe off. You're like, I don't even feel like eating them anymore. It's like, I don't like unsalted fries. At least a little bit of something, even if it's just some paprika and stuff. But yeah. So, I'm gonna make this real short because I got a massive headache. I got 5 closings today, 2 house inspections. And I got something else I got to do, but I'll talk to y'all about that later tonight on Friday Friday. Hopefully, well, by then my headache could be gone. I promise you, my headache could be gone and everything. So, doing closings with real estate agents can be a little trying. I will say, it can be a little trying. When you're a new notary. And thank y'all for hitting the like button, sharing and subscribing, hitting the notification bell. It's getting warm out here, so let me turn this air on, 73. Yeah, this temperature change got me coughing now. So, Ronald's Wells. Okay, mobile welding. I need a welder. So here's the deal. Sorry about this. I mean, seriously, I got a real bad headache, but I want to do this video for y'all, so please excuse my slowfulness and monotoneness right now. But yeah, working with realtors, and it's not even that you're working with them, it's the fact that when you do a closing, they're there. That's what it is. They're at the closing, and it doesn't matter how young, how old, what is male, female, their ethnic background, any kind of demographic, it doesn't matter. You can have some difficulties because if that real estate agent is used to things flowing a certain way, or they want to create a certain atmosphere for the signers, it can be really difficult doing a closing there because you have your flow, you're doing your thing, and then all of a sudden they could be inserting stuff that they're trying to get you to do. And of course, you know, the main thing is saying something about the documents. Yep, that's an order right there. I probably missed it. Yep, I missed it. That's signature closers. By the time I hear that, it's gone. But they want you to like say certain things and all that. So of course, when I go into the closing, I'm like, hey, how you doing? This is Griff, ... Have you reviewed the documents? Have you seen your numbers? Are you good with your numbers? Have you gotten your closing disclosure a couple of days ago? Check all that. And they're like, yeah. I said, is there anything that you need to review before we sign? And this is a purchase. Nah. And what tends to happen is that the real estate agent could, depending on how they came into the business, they're looking for the notary to do things. And I had a feeling something might be a little, not bad, but I said, okay, there's a certain expectation. Because when I got there, the 2 real estate agents was talking to each other and they was like, so do they always bring in a mobile notary? And I was like, uh-oh. They're asking, do they always bring in a mobile notary? Why is that important? And what I found out, they was looking for me to really explain the documents. The gentleman didn't want to hear anything about the documents, but the agent sort of kept pushing that. And me and the signer sort of had it in our own way, like, we got this. He was like, I'm just following his lead. He knows what he's doing. Because they started asking me questions about why the CD and the altar didn't match. And I said, well, you have to give the loan officer a call. Well, what are we supposed to do about that? And I'm like, you give the loan officer a call. The people who put that document together, that's who we need. Well, that's who you need to connect with and find out from them what happened and why are the numbers different. I said, I can't speak on that because I don't know what the financial agreements were and all of that. So I have no visibility on that. Oh, okay. And what they was looking for was me to like get in there and try to save the day. And I'm like, y'all got all the numbers. Who am I going to call to save the day? You know what I'm saying? It's like, reach out. And they did. They called them, and within 5 minutes, maybe 10, they got it all straightened out. But as I was sitting there, and I'm hungry, trying, had nothing to eat for breakfast, really. When I was sitting there, I was like, and I guess at this stage of the game, I think about what would a new notary say, or what could they say, or how would they handle it? Because I'll be honest, some of these things that I'm dealing with now, I didn't experience them when I first started. But it seemed like as I got more and more into the business, I started experiencing certain things, and I was like, and I'm hearing new notaries are experiencing what I'm experiencing 5 years, they experience it in their first 6 months. So the way you deal with that is just stay professional, be focused on what you're supposed to do there, and defer to your contacts, loan officer, escrow, all of that. Matter of fact, we was at the lender's office. They started asking the people at the lender's office, and it was like, we don't know nothing about the documents. And they was looking at like, well, we got this, get this fixed. And it was like, call so-and-so. And unfortunately, sometimes people will be looking for you to make it right there. And that's not your job. Or they want you to put forth some kind of effort to make it right there. And I'm like, I can't put forth the effort, nor can I make it right and everything. But it was cool. We got through it in record time. One of the agents kept asking him, did he sign a piece of paper? Did you sign this paper? Did you sign that paper? So what I also find interesting is that sometimes, and y'all will see this, and this is just how people are, and this is not to be upset about, this is just the way it is. I'm not saying that this is the way it should be, but this is just the way it is. You have people, and sometimes it's not even real estate, it could be a family member or whoever. They're constantly sort of pinging on whether you did this and you did that based off of their experience, but they're not paying attention to what's going on. You follow me? So they're asking you questions. They're asking them questions like, did you sign this document? Did you sign that document? What are you going to do? What did you do? And it's like, it's already been signed. I didn't see that. Well, I was just checking. And I was like, and I had to say to her, I said, ma'am, I got this. I said, I got this. I do over 800 a year, 70 a month. I got this. And then she sort of like, oh, then she backed down. And this wasn't a thing about going against a young lady or nothing like that. Actually, she might have been my age. But it was like, I got this. If you let me do what I do, nothing won't get missed. But if you keep like asking him and, like, did you sign this? And I'm like, I'm right here. And I'm like, if you pay attention, you'll see that I gave him the documents. But this is what you could face. And I just want to share this with y'all from the standpoint of awareness. How you handle it, that'll be up to you. Honestly, that will truly be up to you. But it's nothing to freak out about. It's nothing to be scared of. Matter of fact, I didn't even know there was going to be any agents there. I'm thinking I'm just going to be meeting with the guy. And there was 2 different people. And he's moving from our state to another state. So an agent from this state and an agent from the state he's moving to was there. And I was like, oh, man, okay. That's a first. So these things happen. There's nothing to freak out about. Nothing to trip over. But You just handle it with grace and elegance. And this is why it's important for you to know the law. And what's interesting enough, you will have situations where the realtor would be like, oh, I'm a notary too. And what I found out is that maybe 3%, 5% will say that. The issue is that they have a notary stamp, but they never really did notary. They don't know the notary laws. They don't understand, how to properly notarize documents. And they're like, oh, when you're doing it right, they're like, oh, wow, okay, what is this you're doing? Why are you doing the oath? I ain't never had that. You're supposed to. I did one last night. And that's what the people telling me. And I was with a real estate agent. And it was for her parents. And she was cool. She signed her papers and was going. She wasn't even she wasn't selling. She was just helping her parents out with something. And she was like, oh, I ain't never did an oath before. All these deals I've done, no one has ever done an oath. And she's probably been in the business at least 10 years. So this is where we're at, people. This is why I harp so much on that, and everything. So I got over here early because I got to get it done. I got 4 more to do. And I ain't playing. I'm trying to get all these things done. And then I got 1 more house inspection that's not too far from my house. But I'm excited. We're going to get together for Freedom Friday later on. I will have this headache removed out of my life. I'm starting to feel better now that I, just ate some stuff. But I'm going to just pull up over here for a second. Yeah, see, I know what I need. I need a nap. If I take a nap, then I'll be good to go. I take a nap, shoot, I'll be straight. But I don't have time to take a nap. And this is that kind of headache that it hurts so bad, I wouldn't be mad if all my orders got canceled. But I'll be all right. And I don't really like messing with all these little pain pills and stuff. I know what the issue is. I didn't get enough sleep last night. So I'll be all right. I also got some turmeric and ginger stuff here, and that actually helps out. And it's actually going down since turmeric and ginger is real good for inflammation. So all of that. So sorry if this seemed a little drab, but I am not feeling all that great, but I'm gonna press through it, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make the money. 21 closings this week. I ain't trying to give up none of it. So I ain't trying to give up none of it. But if it get canceled, I ain't gonna fight. I'll go take a nap. But nonetheless, I hit my minimum of 18 this week. So I'm good. So y'all have a good one. If you got any questions, comments, put them below. Hey, let me know. Have y'all had any kind of weird experiences with a real estate agent at a closing? I honestly don't have a problem with them being there. It's just that when they start trying to direct me into what I'm doing, I'm like, let me do my thing. You do your thing. I ain't even around when you're doing your thing. So I don't even have the opportunity to insert myself in what you're doing. But everybody wants to try to tell the notary what to do. We got this position and nobody trusts us. All right. Been chopping down on these fries. They done got a little cold now, but that's all right. I need cold fries. I just can't eat no unsalted fry. Unsalted cold fries is bad. All right. Y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all later. Peace.